The anticipation is building for what many are calling the biggest fight ever, and both Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are at the center of this monumental event. The fight has rapidly gained traction, with top chefs and the world's most prominent athletes getting involved, signaling the massive scale of this showdown. The tension between Tyson and Paul escalated swiftly during an Instagram live session where they were promoting their upcoming bout. Initially, the atmosphere seemed cordial as both fighters engaged in a calm conversation. However, things took a turn when Jake Paul began to mock Mike Tyson's age, questioning how the legendary boxer still had the nerve to step back into the ring. This jibe did not sit well with Tyson, who responded dramatically by tearing off his shirt, signaling that he was ready to throw down right then and there. As the live session progressed, what was supposed to be a friendly exchange quickly became heated. Jake Paul continued to taunt Tyson about his age, suggesting that Tyson might not be able to keep up in the fight due to his advancing years. Tyson, known for his fierce competitive spirit, did not take kindly to the disrespect. His expression clearly showed his displeasure, indicating that he wasn't going to let such remarks slide. The verbal sparring intensified, with both fighters exchanging sharp words, and the conversation devolved into an intense argument. It felt as though the fight had already begun in that moment, with emotions running high. This upcoming fight has captured global attention for several reasons. Mike Tyson, after a long hiatus from professional boxing, is making a comeback to the ring. His opponent, however, is not another legendary boxer, but Jake Paul, a famous YouTuber who has made a name for himself in the boxing world through high-profile matches. This unconventional matchup has sparked debates among fans and critics alike. Some view it as a legitimate boxing match, while others see it as more of an entertainment spectacle than a serious competition. The question arises, should Mike Tyson, with his illustrious career, be fighting a social media personality rather than a seasoned boxer? The debate centers around the authenticity of the fight. Many fans are concerned about Tyson's health and whether he can compete effectively given his age and time away from the sport. They argue that Tyson deserves to face a real boxer who can challenge his skills and legacy. On the other hand, Jake Paul has proven himself in the boxing ring against other non-traditional fighters, raising questions about what qualifies someone as a worthy opponent in boxing. Adding to the conversation, cruiserweight champion Gilberto Ramirez has weighed in on the fight, expressing skepticism about its seriousness. Ramirez believes that the Tyson-Paul fight is more about putting on a show and making money rather than a genuine competitive match. He argues that both fighters are primarily motivated by the financial gain, with the outcome of the fight being less important than the payday it promises. According to Ramirez, this focus on revenue overshadows the traditional values of boxing, where fighters compete to prove their prowess and earn respect in the sport. Ramirez also points out that Tyson's age significantly impacts the nature of this fight. In his prime, Tyson was a formidable force in the ring, and a match between him and a top-tier boxer would be thrilling. However, now that Tyson is older and not in his prime, the fight lacks the excitement it could have had. Jake Paul, being younger and in better physical condition, has a clear advantage, which makes the match seem less about a fair competition and more like a promotional event. Despite these criticisms, there are those who believe Tyson still has what it takes to win. Mike Tyson's former trainer, Jeff Fennick, has expressed confidence in Tyson's abilities. In an interview with Mirror Fighting, Fennick stated that if Tyson stays focused and utilizes his skills effectively, he could end the fight quickly. Fennick emphasized Tyson's expertise in making opponents miss and then delivering powerful counterattacks. He believes that Tyson's quick head movement and ability to exploit openings could lead to a swift victory, potentially ending the fight in as little as 30 seconds. Fennick remains confident that Tyson's power and experience could overcome concerns about his age and extended time away from the ring. On the flip side, Jake Paul has shared a heartfelt moment regarding his father's reaction to the fight announcement. Known for his rebellious image, Jake revealed that his father, Greg Paul, was overcome with emotion upon learning that Jake would be facing a boxing legend like Mike Tyson. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, Jake explained that his father actually cried when he heard the news, highlighting the significance of this opportunity for their family. Jake expressed his excitement and described the fight as a win-win situation. Determined not to disappoint his father, Jake has dedicated countless hours to preparing for the fight, analyzing Tyson's previous matches, and studying his moves and strategies. Jake Paul is fully committed to this fight, dispelling any notions that he is taking it lightly. He has been training rigorously, including sparring with fighters who weigh up to 300 pounds to prepare for the physical demands of facing Tyson, a former heavyweight champion. In his interview with Sports Illustrated, Jake detailed his intense training regimen, mentioning that his body is aching and his bones are sore from the constant sparring. Despite the challenges, Jake remains focused and determined, believing that his hard work will pay off when he steps into the ring with Tyson on November 15th. Regarding his physical preparation, Jake Paul has made significant changes to his weight. Initially tipping the scales at 230 pounds, which is substantially more than his usual fighting weight, Jake has aimed to adjust his weight to better compete against Tyson. On his podcast in May, Jake mentioned that he typically fights at around 200 pounds and walks around at 210 pounds, expressing surprise at his weight of 230 pounds during his training. He even considered bulking up to 240 pounds to prepare for the fight. However, for the heavyweight showdown next month, Jake plans to come in slightly lighter. In a conversation with The Hollywood Reporter, he revealed that he currently weighs about 216 pounds and expects to reach 220 pounds by fight night. This weight adjustment is intended to enhance his agility and endurance, key factors in his strategy to outmaneuver Tyson in the ring. The central question now is whether Mike Tyson can secure a victory despite his age and time away from the sport, or if Jake Paul can demonstrate that experience isn't the sole determinant of success in boxing. Tyson's legacy as one of the greatest heavyweights in history is undeniable, but Jake Paul's recent performances and dedication to training suggest that he should not be underestimated. The outcome of this fight could set a precedent for future matchups between traditional boxers and social media personalities, potentially reshaping the landscape of the sport. As the fight date approaches, fans are eager to see how both fighters will perform. Mike Tyson's return to the ring is a significant event in the boxing world, attracting attention from both longtime fans and new audiences drawn by Jake Paul's celebrity status. The clash between a seasoned legend and a modern-day internet sensation encapsulates the evolving nature of boxing, where entertainment and athleticism intersect. The build-up to the fight has been characterized by a mix of respectful competition and intense rivalry. Initially, both fighters appeared open to the idea of a fair and competitive match, but as the promotional activities continued, underlying tensions surfaced. The initial mockery from Jake Paul regarding Tyson's age set the tone for a contentious relationship, with both fighters vying to assert their dominance even before stepping into the ring. Mike Tyson's reaction, tearing off his shirt and displaying readiness to fight, reinforced his reputation as a fierce competitor who takes every challenge seriously. His willingness to engage in verbal sparring and confrontational tactics showcases his enduring passion for the sport and his desire to prove that he still has what it takes to compete at the highest level. Jake Paul's approach, on the other hand, highlights his strategic mindset and determination to succeed against all odds. By sparring with much larger opponents and adjusting his weight to optimize his performance, Jake is demonstrating a commitment to preparing thoroughly for the fight. His emphasis on footwork and agility indicates a tactical approach aimed at exploiting Tyson's potential vulnerabilities, such as reduced speed and endurance due to age. The fight also raises broader questions about the future of boxing and the role of influencers and celebrities in the sport. As social media continues to shape public perceptions and fan engagement, high-profile matchups like Tyson versus Paul blur the lines between traditional athletic competition and modern entertainment. This convergence could lead to more such events, where the draw of celebrity and spectacle complements the athletic prowess that defines boxing. Critics like Gilberto Ramirez argue that these types of fights prioritize financial gain over the integrity of the sport, suggesting that true boxing enthusiasts may feel disappointed by the lack of genuine competition. However, supporters believe that such matchups can attract new audiences to boxing, increasing its popularity and financial viability. The success of this fight could influence how promoters and fighters approach future events, balancing the need for entertainment with the desire to maintain the sport's competitive spirit. Ultimately, the outcome of the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight will have significant implications for both fighters and the boxing community at large. A victory for Tyson could reinforce his legendary status and validate his return to the ring, proving that experience and skill can overcome age-related challenges. Conversely, a win for Jake Paul would demonstrate that dedication, strategic preparation, and modern training techniques can rival the legacy of a boxing icon. As fans worldwide gear up for this highly anticipated event, the buzz continues to grow. Social media platforms are abuzz with predictions, debates, and excitement, reflecting the global interest in this unprecedented matchup. Whether viewed as a legitimate sporting event or a grand entertainment spectacle, the fight promises to deliver high-stakes action and memorable moments. In the comments section, enthusiasts are eager to share their opinions and predictions. Many express curiosity about how Tyson's legendary power and experience will stack up against Jake Paul's agility and strategic training. Some are confident in Tyson's ability to land a decisive blow, while others believe Jake's modern approach and physical preparation will give him the edge needed to secure a victory. As the fight draws nearer, both fighters continue to prepare, each with their own strategies and motivations. Mike Tyson's legacy as Iron Mike remains a formidable force, while Jake Paul's determination to prove himself against one of boxing's greatest adds an intriguing dynamic to the bout. The clash between these two distinct personalities is set to captivate audiences, making it one of the most talked about events in recent boxing history. In summary, the upcoming fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is poised to be a landmark event in the world of boxing. The mix of Tyson's legendary status and Paul's modern celebrity creates a unique spectacle that has garnered global attention. While debates about the fight's legitimacy and seriousness continue, the undeniable excitement and anticipation highlight the evolving nature of the sport. Whether Tyson can reclaim his dominance or Jake can defy expectations, this fight is set to be a defining moment for both fighters and the future of boxing.